Good afternoon, everyone. If you can hear me, can you just type yes on the right? Sometimes these things we have technical difficulties. Perfect. Getting yes, loud and clear is awesome. Well, I'm gonna start. I have a lot of people texting me right now, like they're gonna be on later, or they may not make it. That's fine. Um, this is really something that I wanted to do for a long time. I think everyone knows how passionate I am about um, amazing travel photography. And it's probably the number one question I've been asked, not only by Prime members, staff members, hundreds, thousands of emails from people. And it's really something that, it's a skill set that I've developed over the last 6 years, having posted, I say 10,000, it's probably more. I've probably looked at, close to a couple million different travel photos. And it's I felt it was really important for me to do this course, not only for my team but just for everyone in general, because Instagram's such a new animal, right? Like a lot of traditional photography principles don't work on Instagram. They just don't. And I've heard it from like a lot of pros, people that have done photography for 20, 20, 30 years. They can't get any traction. And then just from like novices and travel enthusiasts, people wonder like, well, why do other people's pictures get posted more? Why don't you select my photo for a repost if I'm using your hashtag? And so this is something that has been a long time coming, and I'm really excited that I finally decided to sit down and do this. I think it's going to be a great benefit and help for everyone. And before I get into it, I just want you guys to know um, this video course is broken down into 15 different videos. So this webinar format is not what you would see if you were to log in. But what I did basically is I took all the video slides and I put them into one large webinar to go over with you. So what I'd like for you guys to do is not judge it on this presentation per se, because all the videos have been pre-recorded and won't be, it'll be similar, but it won't be verbatim. But I'd really appreciate any and all of your notes after this is done on things that you like, things that you didn't like, because again, we're going to be putting this out to the world. And I tried to be as thorough as possible. We will be doing a couple more, or I will, yeah, well, the team will definitely be putting out probably a lot more courses on how to do, advanced techniques with DSLRs and using Photoshop, Lightroom, how to use drones properly. Everyone keeps asking me about drones and steady cams and videos and even story videos and even things like when you're in a gorgeous place, how do you create a user generated content video that goes viral? And it seems like, and it's something that I know a lot of filmmakers can attest to, we spend hours and hours and all this money in creating these beautiful 1 minute videos, and the ones that get a million views are the ones where someone just grabs their cell phone and does a quick left to right pan in a gorgeous place. So all that stuff's coming. But for today, the general idea, just so you guys know before I jump into it, for this course is really how to use a cell phone, right? How do you take your cell phone, which everyone that's on Instagram has, and how do you capture great travel photography from wherever you're at, right? So anytime along this seminar, because there's probably going to be like 10 to 12 people, I can see your guys' comments on the right. If you have a question, I'm more than happy to stop and answer it, or we can do a Q&A at the end. But I'm just going to kind of jump into this and get into the nuts and bolts of the presentation. Okay. So again, this is not what it's going to appear like when people buy the course, but this is just a combination of everything. So let's really get into it. And like I said, probably the number one skill set I've learned in the last 6 years is what works and what doesn't on Instagram. And I can attest that you really don't need an expensive camera. You don't need to know, Photoshop and Lightroom. You don't even have to know, you don't even have to know, have taken courses or have be a professional in order to create great content on Instagram. And really, there's three key elements I've determined that determine whether or not